I'm very curious. The NFL did their top 100 rankings, player rankings. It's player voted on. And who cares about the actual rankings? Mahomes was first. They had Jalen Hurts third ahead of Joe Burrow and Josh Allen, which is kind of absurd. Joel Bitonio was not on the list. Players who you have no business being ahead of Joel Bitonio. Two examples real quick, Geno Smith and Jamal Williams. Neither of those two are better football players than Joel Bitonio.
In fairness to the players.
They know quarterbacks and running backs better.
No. They're asked to do this right now. And those guys both had great years last year. Now, Bitonio did too, but it sounds worse because if you look at the careers of Geno and who else?
Jamal Williams.
Jamal Williams and Geno had particularly excellent years last year.
Yeah, so it's kind of
that
prisoner.
factors in.
Well, and it's alignment. It's hard.
But he got in last year, Bitonio.
He was in last year, and Bitonio had a really good year too. According to PFF, he was one of the highest rated graded guards. So my question for Tyvis, and then G, and we'll all chime in here, but I really want to ask Tyvis this. Is there a way that the media looks at players and a way that players look at other players, and how wide is that gap, or why is it so different from what we think we see to what they actually see?
It's not as wide as, people would think. Obviously the media does a good job of pointing out highlights, but from a player's perspective, you get to go up against these guys all the time. So you honestly know what it is. So for example, like a wide receiver, like if a DB tells you that this wide receiver is really, really good, maybe he might not have the stats because there's a lot of things that go into it. Maybe he was wide open on the play, but the quarterback got sacked. Stuff like that happens. So I always am going to listen to the players a little bit more than I'm going to listen to the media because those guys are going up against these guys. And it's a lot of things that factor into it. Like Joe Bitonio, if he's not on it, maybe it's because, obviously I'm not 100% how they calculating this up. But, you can't ask a DB. You can't ask a safety or a corner.
The thing.
How you going to ask me about a guard? I have no idea. I'm not paying attention to no guard.
I feel like many, not all, but I feel like media members are more likely to answer, do more thorough job of answering the question. Whereas I think players are more likely to do it off the top of their head.
Yeah.
I think players, now, if we talk about football, the most two delusional groups of people is DBs and receivers.
What is that supposed to be?
They're delusional.
What is that supposed to be? No. Elaborate.
So,
what is with this disrespect today?
They're delusional.
What's wrong with these guys?
This is fair. This fair game. Every receiver feels they're open on every play.
What they got to? Okay,
that's delusional.
That's not true. No,
you were not open. You was getting locked up.
That's not true.
Throw it up there, though. You was getting locked up. You was blanketed. We're not throwing that ball up there. Trust me.
Is it receivers like that? Yes. Are all of them like that? No.
I can name you 10 right now.
I'm sure you can.
Brandon Marshall said he should be in the Hall of Fame. Stop it, Brandon Marshall. Quit it.
Isn't he up for next year?
He's not. He's nowhere near sniffing that.
He got the most.
He's up to be eligible. He's not nominated.
That boy ain't going nowhere near that.
He got the most catches in a single game.
And y'all do this. Y'all like people that got the same agent too. Y'all be loving that. Y'all be like, I got the same agent. I got the same agent as my man's. We wear the same shoes, and then we about to be on. Listen, y'all got handshakes and stuff.
So let's talk about the top 100.
All right. Okay?
So, on what planet is Jalen Hurts better than Joe Burrow?
None.
Let me talk about the top 100.
They delusional, bro. They just like he wear Jordan spikes.
So
he got the patent leather joints on, so he number two.
So when you do the top 100, so I'm in the
look. Have you voted on this before?
Yeah, they make you vote on it. Every year,
when Tyvis be knowing, look at him smiling. He know I'm right, bro.
No, can I
tell
my story?
Get your money on Tyvis. There you go.
So when they ask you to do the top 100, right? Mm-hmm. People don't really take it seriously because it's like you can vote for whoever you want. So for me, when I voted, I always voted for my teammates and people that I played with in college.
You just said the players list is going to be better than the media. The media's not going to do that.
Listen, that's what I did. Everybody don't do what I did. I mean, I'm looking out for my guys. You know
just say that. They got their guys.
If you ask, I'm not talking about the list. I'm saying if you ask a player his experience against that player, or you be like, so for example, if you ask Darius Slay, who is the best wide receivers in the league? His answers might be different than what the media portrays as the top 5.
Fair.
But that's what I'm saying.
If Darius Slay answered off the top of his head versus let me go think about this for 2 hours and really figure it out.
I mean,
he might have a different answer.
He might, yeah, for sure.
Because off the top of your head, you might forget about somebody, you know. And so I think that's
well, I mean, story. Yeah, you get one
Plus,
day.
Guys play, like, think about this. Like, a lot of times if you ask a baseball player, oh, who's the best pitcher you ever faced? A lot of hitters will say some random pitcher because he struggled against that guy.
Exactly.
And he did well against some other superstars.
Exactly.
So, but that doesn't make the guy the best. He was just the best against you.
Hey, then he not that good to me.
That's what I'm saying.
By the
In
way,
the end, media members are biased too.
Oh,
they like a guy, so they're going to vote him higher. They don't like a guy. I think, you know, this is just good fodder. It's not like it's a terrible list.
Yeah.
Of course there are going to be mistakes. And when we scream about the mistakes, we're biased too.
Wait, what list is this? Is this the top 100
This
list?
is the players list.
The top 100.
Like, so Darius Smith is not a better football player than
like
Joel
the
Bitonio.
one that just came, like the one that the NFL do
just
every
came
year,
out.
the top 100?
What was the top 10, by the way, Mikey?
Who? The one that Patty Mahomes won?
Mahomes was number 1.
Yeah.
Number 2 was
The players even said this list was terrible. I see
Justin Jefferson.
Justin Jefferson.
That's
Jalen Hurts 3, Nick Bosa 4, Travis Kelce 5, Joe Burrow 6, Tyreek Hill 7, Josh Allen 8, Micah Parsons 9, and Chris Jones 10.
I got a. You know what? I got.
I mean, it ain't terrible.
No, it's not terrible.
You know what I got a. I just.
What your issue? The Jalen Hurts thing?
11 through 20 is worse for the record.
It's bad, man.
I'm about to say the players was on Twitter talking about this list is horrible.
It's just tough, bro.
I'm telling you how people get boosted. They literally encourage you to vote for your teammates.
So you shouldn't be able to vote for your teammates.
And
you
I
should
know,
not be able to vote for your
and I
teammates
know,
to be
and
better.
listen. Here's my problem. They got Justin Jefferson up there because he do that stupid little dance all the time.
No, Justin Jefferson is up there because he caught 1,800 yards
I
last
get
year.
that. But listen, here's what I'm asking. I like Justin Jefferson.
Jay Jettis is the best
I like
non-quarterback offensive weapon. Stop it.
I don't think, to me, if I had to pick, I'm not taking him over Jamar Chase.
Why? Because Jamar Chase can catch a screen?
No, because Jamar Chase, he can catch the rock and be gone.
Jay Jettis catches.
I feel like we could tackle Justin Jefferson.
You can tackle Jamar Chase.
I feel like if you, I'd be hard pressed if you say Tyreek Hill.
Jamar Chase was 39 on the list, by the way.
That's crazy.
He got hurt. He was
Yeah,
hurt.
he missed some
He
time.
was hurt.
Part of it, but-
Hey, if you said Tyreek Hill or Justin Jefferson, I would literally have to be like, well, listen, Tyreek Hill's running away from everybody.
Justin Jefferson is he made a one-hand catch
I like them.
in coverage.
I
Game
like-
on the line
I
to
like
help win a
him.
game.
I love his.
He caught 1,800 yards last year.
I got
I
no
don't really
problem
wanna
with
hear
Jefferson
it.
being higher than Jamar Chase.
In
especially based on last year.
fantasy drafts this year,
He's going one.
He scored one.
Unless it's a 2-quarterback league. Mikey, how many players from the AFC North total? Do you know?
Yeah, I actually do. Steve, take 180. So the Ravens led the AFC North with 4 players on the list.
Funny.
Cincinnati, Cleveland, and Pittsburgh all had 3 players in the top 100. So that's 9 plus 13 total.
The Bengals' third player was Higgins.
Higgins.
You don't like that?
No, he's a top 100 player, certainly. I would argue that the Bengals have a couple of lower-tier top 100 players on their defense, but their defense gets no respect. That's fine.
I always, somebody said,
Jay Jettis.
like, who's the basketball
Oh,
player?
I
who's the
lied.
kid?
Hold on. I lied. T. Higgins not top 100. Trey Hendrickson was their other one at 75.
Okay, yeah, I think I was surprised he wasn't on it. Now I'm surprised that T. Higgins is not a top. How many wide receivers are on the list?
Ooh, you got to give me a sec to count that.
How many
Can we,
safeties is on
can
the
we
list?
sort them by receiver? I think they got the
And
receivers
the Browns
all
have
wrong.
3. We know that. No.
It ain't
Zadarius
one
Smith.
corner top 10. Man, I tell you
Who would
what.
be top 10?
Sauce Gardner didn't give up a touchdown last year, I don't think.
He's pretty high considering he's a rookie. He was in the top 20, I think.
We'll find out this year.
He was ahead of Nick Chubb.
Was he?
Yes.
So he was the first corner then.
I'm not sure, but I think so.
You want me to just read the list real quick?
11 to 20? What's 11 to
Just
20?
tell me who the first corner is.
It sorts it by 10.
All right, go ahead.
11 through 20, Aaron Donald, 11, Josh Jacobs, 12, Devontae Adams, 13, Trent Williams, 14. He should be way higher. Fred Warner, 15, Stephon Diggs, 16, Max Crosby, 17, Fitzpatrick, 18, George Kittle, 19, Miles
Who
Garrett,
you said
20th.
Fitz who?
Patrick.
Minka Fitzpatrick.
Get up out of here.
What?
You know, top 20 guy. You stop with it. Stop.
Then you got Austin Eckler, 21. A.J. Brown, 22. Sauce Gardner, the first cornerback on the
23.
list at 23.
Man, we got to do better, man.
Now, it's not fair because of age, but I would definitely take Sauce Gardner over Minka Fitzpatrick if I had to.
Heck yeah. Give me that. Listen, come on.
That's tough. Minka plays pretty much everything in the secondary, and he's fixated.
He's not
on
Ed
safety.
Reed. He's not Palomalu.
He gets picks.
Yeah, but he doesn't play. When Troy Polamalu played, the Steelers were great, and when he didn't, they weren't great.
I mean,
Hey, them dudes back there,
Troy.
you just
He's
knew.
not even their most important player on their defense.
Yeah, T.J. Watt is.
Yeah.
That's his fault.
Well, when the Steelers, when Troy Polamalu was there,
And by the way,
So if T.J. Watt played with Troy Polamalu, it wouldn't be the same thing.
I think
Stop it.
I think
Stop it. You need to cut that out.
I think Cam Hayward is a Hall of Famer.
He is. Go Bucks.
it's so hard with defensive tackles. To know.
I mean, but he just
First, look, put the
He
camera.
just-
Steve, first ballot Hall of Famer, Cam Hayward. Go Bucks.
you dirtbag.
If there was a special teams Hall of Fame, Tyvis, a specific special teams Hall of Fame, would you and I be in it?
If it was a special teams Hall of Fame,
Yeah, you and I. Maybe just you.
I
No.
made some
No.
time. Listen,
No
I
offense to
got
Tyvis.
some
He didn't play
reps.
long enough.
I got some reps on Gunner.
The only Hall of Famers on special teams is Devin Hester, Josh Cribbs,
Matthew-
Steve Tasker.
Matthew
Cribs
Slater,
is not in the Hall of Fame.
Nate
But
Ebner,
if you talk about if
If there was a
special teams,
special teams Hall of Fame,
Josh
Justin
Cribbs,
Tucker, Phil Dawson.
Sebastian Janikowski,
Tyvis Powell.
Dante Hall.
good one.
Yep, good one, Earl, good one.
is Dawson an all-time great kicker?
No.
I don't know.
He's
about
really
that.
good. I don't think he's all-time great. Great
One of
guess,
the
though.
Andersons, Morton or Gary.
Morton.
Morton probably.
Morton.
Obviously,
Man.
Justin Tucker.